Dear students, let's now learn how to draw the diagram of internal structure of heart easily. First, divide the drawing area into 4 parts. This is transverse line. Now draw a longitudinal line perpendicular to the previous line. Above the transverse line, we have to draw the upper chamber's atria. This is right atrium. Now we are drawing the left atrium. Below the transverse line, we are drawing the larger chambers. The lower chambers are ventricles. These are larger in size. Now the heart is looking straight. 2 upper chambers atria, 2 lower chambers ventricles. Apex is in the middle. Now it is like the general symbol of a heart. But we know the fact that the apex of the heart is turned towards left side. The base of the heart is known as apex. We are drawing the narrow base of the heart towards left side now. So erase the lower part and draw the apex towards the left side. Now the narrow base of the heart is towards left side. Now we got the shape of the heart. These upper chambers, atria, they are thin-walled chambers. We are drawing the thin wall of the atria now. Right atrium is bigger than the left one. Now we are drawing the wall of the right ventricle. It is thicker than the wall of atria. Left ventricle has much thicker wall than right ventricle. This is interventricular septum between the 2 ventricles. This is pulmonary arch arising from right ventricle. This pulmonary arch divides into 2 branches. This is a branch of pulmonary arch. Now we have to draw systemic arch from left ventricle. Systemic arch leaves the heart and ascends and forms a loop around pulmonary arch. The ascending systemic arch forming loop around the pulmonary arch, now descending back to create the arch. Observe the shape of systemic arch. This is pulmonary valve at the base of the pulmonary arch. This one is aortic valve near the origin of systemic arch. This upper larger vein is precaval vein or superior vena cava. This lower larger vein is postcaval vein or inferior vena cava. These two veins open into right atrium. This is the opening of precaval vein. This is opening of postcaval vein. This opening of coronary sinus into right atrium. These are pulmonary veins. One pair of left pulmonary veins opening into left atrium. A pair of right pulmonary veins also open into left atrium. In between atria and ventricles, there is atrioventricular septum. At right atrioventricular aperture, there is tricuspid valve. This is tricuspid valve. At left atrioventricular aperture, bicuspid valve is present. The inner surface of ventricles shows ridges. Some are smaller in size and some are large and conical. The smaller ridges are columnae carneae. Larger conical ones are papillary muscles. This is papillary muscle. Now we have to draw cardae tendinae, card-like structures connecting the papillary muscles with tricuspid valve. These are also cardae tendinae connecting the papillary muscles and bicuspid valves. We are darkening these cardae tendinae now. With this, we have completed drawing the diagram of internal structure of heart. Let's color the picture. These are upper smaller chambers, atria, thin-walled chambers. Right atrium is bigger than left one. These are lower, larger chambers, ventricles. Ventricles are thick-walled chambers. Wall of left ventricle is thickest of all the chambers. This is wall of left ventricle. Observe the thickness of walls of different chambers carefully. This is pulmonary arch. As it carries deoxygenated blood, we are using blue color. This is systemic arch. It carries oxygenated blood. That's why using red color. These are pulmonary valves. These are aortic valves. This upper larger vein is precaval vein. Lower one is postcaval vein. As they bring deoxygenated blood into right atrium, they are colored with blue pen. Two pairs of pulmonary veins carry oxygenated blood. So using red color. At right atrioventricular aperture, tricuspid valve. This is tricuspid valve. At left atrioventricular aperture, bicuspid valve. Now we are coloring the column-like projections. Smaller ones are columnae carneae and larger projections are papillary muscles. These black colored card-like structures are cardae tendinae. They connect the papillary muscles to the tricuspid valve. Here, cardiac tendinae connecting papillary muscles with bicuspid valve. Hope you all followed this class. Follow the pointer and check your labeling ability.